Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy Tyler's Golem here with another video, and today is day number 12, and you know what that means. We are going to be getting a crown rare today. However, there's a few things that I want to note before we go ahead and move on to the full 10 packs. First of all, we are almost at 1,000 subscribers, like almost there. We just need like a little over 10 more subscribers, like 11, 12, 13, whatever. I have not been keeping track of it specifically. I know that these numbers do fluctuate. However, it is important to note that if we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will be doing yet another giveaway at the end of, in the beginning of next month. So looking forward to that. It'll be on the Discord server. So join the Discord. There's a few other things that I'm going to talk about today that are important to note. So as you know, we are trying to continue to grow the Discord. People asked for a Discord on this channel, and we did deliver on that. I do appreciate everyone's feedback as well. I do, like I said before in my last video, listen to everybody's feedback. If anyone has any suggestions about how videos are to be made, I always, listen and adjust as accordingly. So keeping that in mind, we are going to be doing some, continuing to doing more giveaways in the future as time permits. We've got quite a bunch of things to cover, and we might not be able to cover all of it. Let's see what else is here. Oh, nice. 12. This is going to be huge. We really needed that because people have been trading like crazy with me. Actually, that does bring me to my next point, which is that I guess we need like one more Pokegold. Okay, whatever. That's fine. We're just going to go ahead and move on to Mega Gyarados. We're going to be exclusively opening up Mega Gyarados today. Thank you to Andre for Andre Hunter, I believe is their name, on my comments of my last video. Shout outs to them for pointing out all the missing cards in my videos. It was really helpful, and it gave me some insight as to what I should and should not be opening. Apparently, I only have 2 cards left for Mega Blaziken, and a bunch of cards left for Gyarados and, of course, the Mega Altaria set. That being said, we are going to focus on Gyarados today. However, it is important to note that we really do need like natural crown rares to be pulled if we want to get expedite the process of completing this set. The immersives are fine. We are good on immersives, but we really need crown rares, and crown rares are very hard to come by. As you know, I've only opened up 1 in the last 12 days, and they're difficult. They're very hard. You can go like almost a month without seeing a single crown rare from a natural pack. So it is important to be mindful of that. The other thing I want to mention is trades. So people were asking me what my thoughts were on PokeHub. That was one of the platforms that people were talking about, as a means to get trades. And I will admit to you that I tried it out. I tested it to see if it would be any good. And turns out it actually worked for me. I got 3 really significant trades. I was able to get my second Giovanni. I was also able to get my Pokemon Center lady as well, which was pretty huge. Those were a couple of big ones. And oh, nice, a full art Greninja EX. I think this is our second one. That's pretty good. And yeah, we're really looking for big hits. I did a Wonder Pick yesterday, and oh, nice, Poliwrath. We didn't have this one before. Yeah, this is a new one. Cool. And I got a May Wonder Pick, which I missed, right? And I made a YouTube short about that. I've been getting a lot of slack about, oh, why are you using Pokegold on Wonder Picks and this and that? Well, I'm here to explain to you why I used Pokegold. I actually did the calculations and ran the numbers, and you may agree or disagree with this. This is why we have these conversations. These are open forums for me. I'm an open book. I'm more than happy to listen and agree or disagree with people's side of the story. But my side of the story is that, let's say I was out of, whatever stamina to get the Wonder Pick, right? So I used, 22 gold? So let's round up and say 25 gold in order to get a Wonder Pick, assuming that you're completely out and you don't even have enough time, and it's 25, right? So it's 1 out of 5. So let's say it takes 25 stamina to recover, or 24 or whatever stamina to recover 4 stars and to get those wonder picks of the big hits, right? That means that it takes roughly 120, 125-ish, let's say 120 Pokegold in order to get one big hit, right? Because let's say it's 1 out of 5, it's 1 out of 5 chance that you open a pack. Statistically speaking, you should roughly, like, yes, it's not going to happen all the time, but roughly, oh, nice, a shiny Litten. Roughly, you should be getting one wonder pick on, like, roughly every 5 wonder picks, right? You should be getting one hit that you want for every 5 attempts that you make. So that's why 25 times 5 is going to be 125. 120, let's just say, because, with time, it's going to be less than that. So you're looking at 120 Pokegold for one big hit. And if you do the math, right, 60 gold equals what? 10 packs? So that's like 20 packs. Basically, statistically, you're getting like one big hit per 20 packs, which is a pretty good rate considering that there's a lot of times where I open packs and I don't get any hits. Like even right now, right? I haven't gotten a single 2-star. Oh, actually, that's not true. I got the Greninja. But for all intents and purposes, you can go 20 packs without getting a single 2-star. It's very likely that that's the case. So it's a pretty decent rate. And I'm not saying that you have to do this. I'm just saying that that's kind of the math that goes on in my mind. That, like, if I do this statistically, I will average a good rate. But I can also see a reason not to do it because it is taking a risk, right? It's I guess you could call it gambling. It is taking a chance at getting a card and spending money on the chance of opening a card, right? But that's the truth of the matter when you buy booster packs in a store anyway, right? Like, if you go to a local game store, you buy Magic or Pokemon, you always have a chance of getting a card that you want, and that's actually the whole point of a booster pack is exactly that. Whereas in a Wonder Pick, you're seeing what you could get, and so it's not like you're, big surprise what you open. You're at least what you're going to be getting, or what you could be getting, or all the possibilities of what you could be getting, right? But that's just something that I thought was interesting. People were asking me, like, why are you spending Pokegold on Wonder Picks? And that's the reason. Now, is it a good enough reason to do it? That's completely up to you if you think that's worth it. I personally don't think I'll be doing it that much, especially if I see a 2-star that I already have. It's probably not worth it. But, like, I might go for a second in DD Rainbow if that ever shows up. But if it's a card that I already have 2 copies of and I don't think that it's going to be tradable, then probably not, right? Speaking of trades, PokeHub, I will say, is legitimate. I say this because I used it myself and it works, but it's important to note that whether you go on Discord, whether you go on like Reddit or social media, whatever forum that you use to trade with people, keep in mind that it's not the platform that is bad or good. It's the people. It's the people that are bad. So if you have someone trying to scam you, yeah, you could theoretically blame it on the platform, but there's scammers, realistically, there's scammers everywhere, right? It's going to be really easy to scam people when they are gullible, when they are at their weakest. I almost got scammed, right? And look at me. I consider myself to be relatively intelligent, right? Oh, nice, a shiny Lycanroc. Okay, that's cool. I consider myself to be intelligent, and yet I get scammed too, or I've gotten scammed in the past, especially when I was much younger. But now, I've gotten more experience. I know kind of what to look for, but I still am at risk. And that's the other point that I wanted to make. And like I said before, we're not going to be able to cover everything in this video, but I am not necessarily, I know I talk about how I want to be healthy and promote good wellness. It's important to note that I'm not, Mr. Perfect, right? And I think that's an important thing that you have to keep in mind, that I'm a human being just like everyone else. We are all sinners, and I make mistakes too. I indulge in in food and all you know, interested in money and stuff. Like I am tempted as well to look into like, oh, what are some good ways to get cards cheap, right? Everybody would want to know how to do that. But at the same time, it's important for me to go back into these videos and listen to myself, right? Because we're I'm like, you know, I'm not claiming to be like, you know, a deity or anything like that. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. It's important to know that, you know, nobody's perfect. Actually, in the office, they say nobody's perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. So, you know, we all make mistakes. I'm not a moral police either, right? I'm not, even though I run this server and I have rules for the Discord, I'm not like the moral authority, so to speak. I'm not like an expert on law or ethics. I might have studied a lot of this stuff, you know, by reading and being interested in the subject. Oh, another Full Art Greninja. Okay, well, we could probably trade that away. But let me finish this point first. That, you know, we live in a society where, you know, oh, nice Torracat. Well, we're getting a lot of good hits. But yeah, we live in a society where people make mistakes, and I'm one of those people, and I make mistakes too. So anyway, the only reason I'm mentioning that is because I don't want people to think that I'm like holier than thou, or that I'm like, you know, Mr. Perfect or anything. I just think it's important for me to at least mention that, because I don't want people to get the wrong impression that I am like telling people what to do or how they should live their lives. I'm simply giving recommendations, some of which, you know, are hard to follow, because being like sometimes being healthy is hard. It's hard for some people to eat vegetables every day. It's hard for people to go running outside every day, you know, or six or five, 4, 5, 6 times a week, whatever, however is recommended. But it's important for us to be aware of that, you know, that we're just trying to do our best, and that's really all we can do, right? We're just trying to do our best here. So where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the trades. So it looks like I've got a couple of things that I could potentially trade with people. And we're talking about PokeHub and all these other resources. Yeah, I can vouch for PokeHub. I did get some trades pretty easily there. If people are interested in trading with me, what I'm going to be doing is, after thinking about it a bit, I realized very quickly that, you know, I could easily get some trades on PokeHub, but I also have a community that I really support, that I want to look out for what's best. It made me sad when people are asking for trades and I can't make trades with them because the card was already gone, things like that, right? So here's what I'm going to say. I am definitely down to trade cards with people and trade for shinies and maybe even 2 stars. However, there's a caveat, right? Number one, I'm going to go to the people on the Discord first. If you're on my Discord channel, then I will ask the Discord first before I move on to any other platform. So keep an eye on the Discord, because if I pull something nice in my videos and I don't have any reason to hold on to it, then I'd be more than willing to trade away those cards for whatever is needed. Oh, we can exchange for pack points now. So we're going to go for, I know this is going to hurt me, but I'm going to go for the Klefki. And I've thought about this, and I'll tell you the reason why I'm going for the Klefki. It's because I don't want to get a second flame patch, because if I get there's a chance I could get a third flame patch naturally through a pull, right? Whereas if I get the Klefki, I'm maximizing my chances at having a second copy of any individual Crown Rare. So it only makes sense for us to do that. And now we could potentially complete the Pokédex if we simply trade, which is quite the phenomenon, I will say. How many more of these do we have left here? Okay, we have 20 more. Wow. 20 more packs. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is, if you want to trade with me, I will prioritize people on the Discord. That doesn't mean I will only trade with people on the Discord. I'm more than willing to trade with other people too. However, keep in mind that I'm gonna ask people in the Discord first. Oh, a shiny Greninja? Oh, sorry, a rainbow rare? All right, sorry, we got cut off there a little bit. I'm gonna try to finish this really fast before things get hectic. But yeah, I was just saying that join the Discord. That's where I'm going to be prioritizing my trades. I will also be friends primarily with people on the Discord. So people on the Discord will be more likely to be my friends and will be more likely to get the wonder picks that I get. Oh, nice, another Rainbow Rare Jolteon. Yeah, so like these are all cards that are extras. I am more than willing to trade some of these to people as appropriate for anyone who's interested in these extra trades. But I will only trade with you if you have to reach out to me on Discord, because I think that my policy is going to be I don't trade with people on YouTube. You have to join the Discord first, and I will offer trades on the Discord. But if I don't hear from anyone within like an hour, then I may move on to other platforms, like I did yesterday. It's important to keep an eye on the Discord, because I know I can't wait forever for a trade. Right, it's going to be important for us to be mindful of each other's time. So keep an eye out on things like that. If you do if you do want to trade with me on YouTube, and you don't have Discord, just send me a message. I'm probably going to be trying to accommodate people, of course, but I think that this would incentivize people to join the Discord and to enjoy my wonder picks and all the other good stuff that I have to offer everyone. So think of it as my way of advertising the Discord. The Discord is also going to be where we do giveaways, and my moderators just added a share channel where people can go to get shares. So if you are a free to play player and you want EXs and stuff like that, you're more than welcome to tag along in the share channel where we can share each other's cards and get the cards that you need. So hope you enjoyed this video. Anyone out there has any questions or feedback, or you think I should do things a little bit differently, if you disagree with some of the ways I'm handling things, let me know. Again, this is an open forum, and I believe that the best way to improve the channel and the platform Discord and everything is to listen to feedback by viewers and audience. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.